Right, for 17, an airplane flies 200 miles on a bearing of 25 degrees and then flies 170 miles along 85 degrees. How far is the plane? So it's very similar to the previous question. Okay, so first, it starts right here. It flies for 250 miles. And let's say this one. Okay. And then it changes direction to 85 degrees. Let's make it shorter. Okay, so this is 170 miles. This is 250 miles. This is 25 degrees. And this is 85 degrees. So we're asking what? We're asking for how far is the plane from the starting point? What's the bearing of the lane from the starting point? So very similar to the very previous question, we are looking for the resultant, basically. Okay, so it's the resultant. They are already connected from head to tail. So we got the lengths already. So the only thing that would be necessary is to find out this little obtuse angle right here. So let's start from our curiosity here. What's the little angle right here? That's 5 degrees, right? That's the one in green. And what about the one in orange right here? What's this angle? 25 degrees. So all together, 120. 5 plus 90 plus 25, 90 degrees. I mean, 120 degrees, 120 degrees. So if you want to find out how far, you got what you need to find out how far. So x is equal to 170 square plus 250 square minus 2 times 170 times 250 times cosine of 120 degrees, or underneath the square root. Okay. So I got 365.923 miles. Okay, so the distance is 365.923 miles. And now we wonder what is the angle right here? What's the bearing? What's the angle? Just like the previous question. Hey, you have the power to find out everything about this triangle. So if we could find out this theta prime, and then we can find out the actual bearing, which is 25 degrees plus our theta prime. So let's find out what theta prime is. So sine of theta prime over 170 miles is equal to sine of 120 degrees over 365.923 miles. All right, so let's go ahead, find out what the angle is. So sine 120, what's sine of 120? What's the value? Already? root 3 over 2. Root 3 over 2. Okay. So sine of 120 divided by 365.923. All right, and then times the denominator, which is 170. So 170. Okay, and then take the inverse sine of this answer, and you would get 23.724 degrees. So theta prime is 23.724 degrees. So the actual bearing will be 25 degrees plus 23.724 degrees. So 48.724 degrees is your direction. So I would say that's no way you can do this properly if you don't draw a diagram. So draw a good diagram, draw a large enough diagram, and if you need to erase it, erase it. If you need to redraw it, redraw it. Okay, just make sure you spare yourself enough room. So what I would do is this. When I first read the question, I'll read the whole question first. I'm like, okay, so 250 miles going 25 degrees, so it's going northeast kind of direction, and then 170 miles, 85 degrees, so almost the right. So I have a general path in my mind, so I know how to position my graph so that I don't run out of space. Okay, so that's my approach for questions like this.